What's up, people? Just doing a quick video here on two knives. One is the Model 5 from Ferrum Forge, and the other one is a BAK, kind of a custom BAK, I don't know. But anyway, I'll start off with the Model 5. Basically, this has the same general specs, size as my Model, this is actually the second proto of the Model 5, but I'll zoom in there. See it, there you go. I had the first proto. The size, the overall length, like cutting edge and blade length, they're the same. The only real difference is this one is the same as the model runs pretty much. The handle, the ties, and the blade stock is thinner than it was on the first one I had, and obviously there's no onlay. There's just milling in the handle. Pretty neat pattern. I like it. It looks like it's anodized bronze, and then maybe anodized a dark blue. If you can see in like the crater pattern and like the faux bolster up there, you can see the hints of bronze coming through. The hardware is probably heat colored bronze. I'd imagine it's steel, not titanium. You got a basic milled pocket clip there. Same as the other one. You got the steel lock bar insert, Hoback rolling detent, and ceramic bearings. And the other big difference is this one has the S125V instead of LMAX, and in the fuller there is a Ferrum Forge logo. You can see I've already used this. I got some scuffing scraped up against a metal pole and scuffed the blade up a bit, but it's, acid stone wash on the grind and satin on the flats. No jimping at all on this knife. Flipping action is excellent. I mean, this thing flies right out. Same as the other one, and generally the same thing as the other one. It's really comfortable in hand, either using the choil or not using the choil. I really dig this as a EDC knife. It's definitely nice, slim. It slices extremely well with the thinner blade stock. And just for a quick size comparison, here it is up next to a large Sabenza. The large Sabenza is obviously a decent bit larger than it, but the thickness is pretty comparable. The Model 5 is probably just a little bit bigger. I'd imagine somewhere in the 130 thou range. I'm not positive though, but close to it. But overall, really dig it, and I've been carrying it and using it. So pretty sweet knife. Next up is my BAK, whatever, custom, whatever, I don't know what you want to classify it as, but this one obviously full tie frame lock. Different than the model runs. It has some milling in the handle scale. On the presentation side, it has a polished pivot screw and a pivot collar. Hand rub satin blade. The top on the swedge and spine of the blade is a stone washed. And this one is not chisel ground. It is a V-ground blade, which I like way more. I'm not a huge fan of chisel ground blades at all, to be honest. So pretty sweet. Blade steel on this is N360, just like the model runs, 2014, and it's just marked with an Elliott Williamson EW on the blade there. Lockup is pretty early. This thing's freaking solid. No play whatsoever. You have the steel lock bar insert, Hoback rolling detent, and I think this one has ceramic bearings. I'm not positive. It may or may not, but it has some sort of gauge bearings. Milled pocket clip with a pattern in it. Back spacer I think is the same as the blade steel, but it has a little pattern and a glass breaker on the back of it. Jimping. This thing is massively thick, but it's comfortable in hand no matter what grip. If you use the choil, your finger fills that groove right up there. I mean, it feels great like that. Feels good, normal grip. Jimping is not too aggressive. It's effective, but not crazy, ridiculous, sharp or anything like that. So, but overall, I really dig it. Like I said, it is a pretty thick, massive knife, but flipping action is good on it. It's smoothing out. I just got this today, so it's not totally broken in yet, but flips just fine. And centering is just a tad bit off to the presentation side. No big deal. And for comparison, again, there's a large Sabenza, which is a good bit smaller than the BAK. And for thickness, it's just way thicker. That's a large Sabenza 21. So I think it's like 220 thou blade stock on this. I'm not positive. I don't know what the handles are, to be honest. On his website, he doesn't say, but I probably could have looked on Blade HQ and got the specs off of there, but I didn't, so oh well. But that's about it, folks. Just figured I showed it off. I think it's a pretty badass folder. I love the blade shape on this thing. I definitely love the satin, hand rub satin, and the V grind. I definitely like it more than the chisel ground blades. And like I said, that's a personal thing. You know, if you don't mind chisel grounds, that's fine. But like I said, I'm just not a big fan of them. And that's about it, people. I'm out.